But let's go ahead and talk about something else that's just as baffling. That whole situation in Boston where Brad Stevens is now in the front office and they are looking for a head coach because Danny Ainge does not like the way these people defend a drawing on the ground.
Well, I will say this. I got two things on this.
Mm.
I get that this is the maneuver that because okay, when Stephen A. Smith came out and he said the whole like race thing, like I didn't think about that at first, and I usually think about that stuff like beforehand and then deviate out. I didn't think about that because I know this is how Danny Ainge worked when he was in Phoenix. I know this is the exact same process. He went from head coach to the front office. Like, this is the exact same thing. So it didn't deviate from what he's already done before. Secondly, everybody knows Brad Stevens is a good X's and O's coach, and Brad Stevens is good at picking talent. But Brad Stevens, because he's a head coach, he's in those meetings and all that kind of stuff when he comes to draft picks. But the thing that's been like a knock on him is he a player coach, like player like personality, all that kind of stuff, right? The things that a head coach has to do beyond the X's and O's. So isn't he kind of tailor-made for a front office job if he's good at those certain things and not good at the the motivational aspects and the whatever things of that line of nature towards being a head coach? Like, I like the move makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it in any other way about that. But honestly, the move just kind of made sense to me of who Brad Stevens is. Put him in the front office. He's kind of boring anyways. But he is good at X's and O's, and he is good at an eye for talent. Even when he was at Butler, right? He's good at having an eye for talent. So put him in the front office and put somebody else in there who's more of a rah motivator kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people been wanting from him for like years though, and I get where you're coming from. It's just like from the outside looking in, it just happened really fast. Like it just happened abruptly.
It's just like they lost they lost their series, and it's just like, oh, Brad Stevens is in the front office now.
Yeah, because Danny
Ainge
wants to go.
But if Danny Ainge continues to be in the front office with like his team continuing to do this, like underachieving. Granted, Jaylen Brown was injured this year, so it's kind of an excuse. But his team's underachieving, and that's kind of like taint his legacy. So like you got to dip out before your legacy's tainted all the way. Like I kind of got it. Like for some reason, I just like fit. It just fit to me. But it did come abruptly because this happened around the same time as a Coach K thing, right? So it happened abruptly, but I don't know. It kind of made sense to me.
So, did y'all see the story of why, like, Danny Ainge left?
No. Fill me in. I didn't.
So the story that I saw from ESPN that was reported, after Kyrie did the stump thing, he went to go rally the troops, like the rest of the team, to go confront Kyrie for doing that. And when they went in there, they were like, "You want us to go fight Kyrie because he stumped on Lucky?" Because that's what they call the mascot. That's on the ground. That's a drawing. And they were like, "No, that's stupid."
That's
Danny Ainge was like, "I can't do this anymore. I can't reach the players." He's like, "Dog, did you think you had dogs or prep school kids? Like, them boys went to Duke and Cal." Like,
granted, he's got a bunch of, what do you call it? Everybody you see that gets mad over, it's football and basketball. Everybody you see that gets mad over like the stomping or the disrespectful of like the middle of the field thing, they're always a bunch of white boys. Like it usually is, right? They're always a bunch of like, oh, they disrespect their like that's usually the case. Black people ain't really messing with that. You know what I mean? Oh, you want us to go fight Kyrie, who used to be on our team that we have an issue with, get stepped on this imaginary leprechaun? I'm gonna go home and count my money. You know what I mean? Like, black people aren't about that. That's like more times than not. And I don't know, like Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Or if he would have had like I don't know, Tyler Hansborough. You know what I mean? They might have been over there. But like Jason Tatum, come on now, Marcus Smart, over here throwing hands in the crowd in OSU. You know what I mean? Like he don't care about all that. So like that just is not in their character. He should have known that. Like, yeah, that's because he had to dip.
I think the thing also though, right, is just like it's because like I think I did see some things about like various former Celtics having various thoughts and whatever, and it's just and like the kind of person the kind of person like just in general who you could reasonably expect to get mad about this kind of thing is also the kind of person, or is also like a player who basically spent their entire career there, or like spent like all the years that really mattered, like at a particular place. So like, and so like you're just not going to have that from like a team full of like young players like that, because it's just like this is my team and I like it here, but it's just kind of like that's a kind of dumb hill to die on, right? It's like I might like someone for a lot of things, but it's just like I can find better reasons than that.
Much better reasons.
I mean, he is a guy. He is a white guy who played basketball in Boston in the '80s. So like, it's also personality, but it don't fit many other people's personalities.
Like he's also a career asshole.
Now,
that's also the case. Also, that is the case.
Did you see two former Celtics who won a championship within like the 2000s that were hot about it? It was Big Baby and KG.
Mm-hmm.
Two dudes who are naturally fired up and just ready to go anyway. Just like, dude, calm down. It's a picture. Like, I can see if it was like a mascot that he stumped out, which, also.
That'd be tragic, but also kind of funny.
Yeah, that's when you go ahead. That's somebody who's actually on the staff and like alive.
Yeah.
But no, you out here over a picture, like.
It's like there are better hills to die on.
Look, and I want the story to be true because it makes it so much funnier than it not being true. Did y'all hear the other one? Why Danny Ainge is so hung up on this? Apparently, before games, he used to get down and like kiss the floor, like kiss Lucky on the lips type stuff.
I need to check something on 2K right quick.
That boy weird. That boy weird.
I mean,
that animation in 2K.
That's just dirty.
Exactly.
I mean, I get they clean the floors, but like also they clean the floors with cleaning products. Not even like something you should be thinking about. Like that's so nasty. That's nasty. But once again, like white people had the black plague and stuff. Like they nasty anyways. So this is gross, man. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh, on the floor.
Yeah, they asked either KD or Kyrie after the game, like how they felt about it. It was like, y'all do know we run on Lucky's face like during the game all the time. It's not really an issue.
Right.
Danny Ainge believe in the 5-second rule.
It's not a 5-second rule. That floor been there forever.
Crazy. That's disgusting, man. That's actually disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope that's true because if that is true, like this is just I'm like speechless about that. Kissing the floor. I mean,
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Just say you're a loser. Just say you're a weird loser.
You got chips though, right?
Yeah, look, just because you got chips don't make you a winner. You feel me?
No.
He's saying like it's possible for folks to luck into that into that stuff.
No, I know. Danny Ainge was cold, and the teams he were on were really good.
Well,
you could just be a loser of a person.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
I think he might be a loser person. Like you might be a winner, but you're a loser.
I don't think he's a loser. I think he just lame. Like I really just think he a lame guy.
I mean, look, if you that lame, you a loser to me.
A lame asshole.
Because
we can't forget this.
You worry about so much stuff that doesn't.
He's been an asshole his entire life. He was an asshole when he was in the league. He's been an asshole since he's been a GM. Like this is like it's just how he conducts himself.
Anytime a man named Tree bites you, you might just be a loser.
What?
What are you talking about?
There's a story about actually this happened like during a game. There's Tree Rollins and Danny Ainge got into a fight and there's a dude named Tree Rollins, like 7 foot, really big black dude that played, I want to say like the 80s, 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And he threw an elbow at the back of Danny's head, and Danny like picked him up and like he slammed him, but Tree also had to bite that man at some point. And if a grown man is biting you, you might be going a little too far.
Yeah. I can't imagine me being in a situation to where a man would bite me. If he did, I'm about to pull that 9 out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like you called to bite me? That's crazy, man. I don't even got a 9, but I'll go dick sporting goods real quick. That's crazy.
Once again, Calvin McGowan, hope you enjoyed yourself. If you are watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, leave something in the comments. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You made it this far, once again, thank you. I hope you got a lot done of whatever it was you were working on while listening to this. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.